Hi, my name is Elizabeth Ann Atkins. Welcome to Vlogatorial. I'm talking about my new book, Husbands Incorporated, and it involves a lot of beautiful, powerful women who are running an empire that provides fantasy marriages for women around the world. One of the co-founders is Raye Johnson. Raye Johnson is a wealth manager. She's very, very wealthy. She wins awards. She's extremely well respected in her field. She's very powerful. And she is divorced. Her first marriage ended in an adulterous mess, and she decided never again would she be betrayed and humiliated like that. So she teamed up with best friend Venus Roman to found Husbands Incorporated. And now it's a global company. They're on the Forbes list, and they're just on top of the world. So meanwhile, Raye's personal philosophy about love is that love is a game. The first person to say I love you loses, and the person who never says I love you has all the power and they win. So Raye sometimes has a challenge with men who want to fall in love with her and marry her for real instead of having a 1 year, though legal marriage, a 1 year marriage so that she can move on to the next husband. That's how it works at Husbands Incorporated. So in one of the first scenes with Raye, we see her with her current husband who just can't hang. He really resents her libido. He feels like he's being used for his body, although he knew the terms of the contract when he signed up for duty at Husbands Incorporated. He knew that sex would be a big part of his responsibility. So she trades him in. And that's a really fun scene, but he can't hang. So she gets a new husband. His name is Buck Briggs, and he's a former NFL star. He's got a beautiful body, a really fun personality, and he has admired her from afar for years. So needless to say, when she chooses him as her next husband for the next 12 months, he is just head over heels. He's starstruck, and he truly loves her. He also is tired of being a husband for hire. He wants to have the real deal, real love, a real relationship, a real marriage, the kind till death do us part, the kind that you grow old together. Raye's not having it. Raye is sticking to her game plan, right? So when she takes him home after they get married, and they're in bed, and they're having an amazing, spectacular. However, Buck, who she calls Heisman as a nickname because he reminds her of that she won the Heisman Trophy of men, she calls him Heisman. Buck is not happy with this role of essentially being her man for hire. And therefore, he's trying to talk to her about real love. So listen to this. It's really fun. But it illustrates how some women's hearts and minds are completely closed to the idea of true love. So, as everything is going great, everything is going great in this love scene, she thinks to herself, I am one lucky bitch. She smiled, gazing at the light sheen of sweat that made Buck glow from the top of his sexy bald head down all 6 feet 4 inches of him. With a sultry voice, she said, Score another one for you, Heisman. I'm going for the gold, baby, he said. I made it to the Romance Olympics with you. I gotta represent. I get the gold, Raye teased, running her fingertips over his baby-smooth pecs. I'll give you the silver, she said. He smiled. Who are you talking to? I earned my Super Bowl ring by mastering the game. Raye raised his left hand and kissed his diamond-studded wedding band. You've already got the ring, thanks to Venus working some marriage magic for us. But you need to play hard for another 364 days to get your signing bonus. Heisman put his hands on her waist and pulled her upper body down against his. He kissed her passionately. You mean play like this, he said. Raye smiled. Yeah, play like you think you can win against this Queen of Hearts. He cupped her face in his hands, casting a potent look from his big dark eyes as he whispered, I always win. Raye laughed. Heisman, you're here so I can always win the love game. I get what I want, and you get what you want. But, he said, if the fantasy starts to feel real, let's roll with it. Raye's smile withered. Oh no, she thought, not this shit again. Here it comes. It was too early in the marriage to set him straight, like she had to do with every husband. They always tried to use all that stuff about feelings and love and some sorry attempt to lure her into a real marriage and thus get ownership of her wealth and her heart. Never. Buck's face lit up. He spoke tenderly. What if I found my home turf and I want to stay and play? Then, she said, you've stumbled onto some astroturf. It's just an illusion that the grass is real or greener. What if it's true love, Raye? Out of bounds. She made a hand gesture like a referee. This game ends with a trip to Guam, so you can be off to score somewhere else after we get our quickie divorce. He makes a passionate play for her body that I'm not going to read. And then he says, Raye, baby, don't you want your man to say, I love you? Raye made a sound imitating the buzzer announcing the end of a quarter during a basketball game. Say I love you, she said, and you lose. I never say it, and I always win. He sat up. So she was straddling him, and they were staring face to face. He cupped her jaw in his palms. Raye, what if I'm the one? Your soulmate. And you picked me out of a line of men because I'm destined to make you believe in love again. Raye playfully tapped his chest and said, Then you are tripping. He didn't laugh. I'm serious. I know we're supposed to stick to the contract, but then let's do that, she said. Our contract says nothing about love, destiny, soulmates, or any of that nonsense. So, Raye's not trying to hear his talk about love. Raye wants to enjoy the marriage in the most carnal ways possible. And unfortunately, this is just the first of this conversation showing up in their relationship. And it's going to plague Raye. And guess what? You have to read the book to find out what happens. Can Buck convince Raye that true love is real, that soulmates are real, and that they're destined to be together? Or does Raye continue her MO, her modus operandi, and enjoy these one-year marriages with fantasy men and playing it like it's a game? What do you think? Send me a comment. Write to me and tell me what you think. Do you think love is a game? Do you think that true love is real, possible, and enduring? Do you think it can last a lifetime? Write to me and tell me what you think about that. Tell me your experiences. Are you happily married? Are you single and looking? Are you miserable? Are you wishing and wanting and staying hopeful? Have you found the one? You can go to my website, husbandsincorporated.com, and read more about this. And you can also order your autographed copy of Husbands Incorporated. And then I really want to know what you think after you've read it. So, happy reading, and please send me an email, make a comment, subscribe to my channel, and just tell me what you think about all the things I just talked about. See ya.